If it is clear that a financial contribution exists under Article 1.1a of the SCM agreement, what is the next step in determining whether a subsidy exists? The definition of a subsidy under Article 1.1 of the SCM agreement includes two elements. First, a financial contribution by a government or public body, and second, the conferral of a benefit. But what is a benefit in the context of the SCM agreement? The SCM agreement does not actually provide a definition of the term benefit, and until the dispute Canada Aircraft was brought to the WTO, there were two competing schools of thought on the meaning of the term. On the one hand, there was the view that benefit should be measured by reference to the cost to government of making the financial contribution. On the other hand was the idea that the term refers to the benefit to the recipient of the financial contribution. In Canada Aircraft, both the panel and the appellate body agreed that the latter interpretation of benefit should prevail. In the view of both, this definition of benefit is the most suitable to capture the trade-distorting potential of a financial contribution. The appellate body noted that whether a financial contribution confers a benefit depends upon whether the financial contribution places the recipient in a more advantageous position than would otherwise have been the case in the absence of the financial contribution. Using Article 14 of the SCM agreement as relevant context, both the panel and the appellate body agreed that the marketplace is the appropriate comparator for determining what the position of the recipient would have been in the absence of the financial contribution. In sum, Canada Aircraft established that a subsidy exists when a financial contribution is provided on terms that are more advantageous than would have been available to the recipient on the market. Let's consider the case of a government providing a loan to a company. How do we know whether a benefit, and therefore a subsidy, exists as a result of this loan? According to Article 14b of the SCM agreement, which provides guidelines for calculating the amount of the benefit in these circumstances, unless the government provides the loan on terms more favourable than the company could have obtained on the market, there will be no benefit and consequently no subsidy. For example, if the government offers a loan to a particular borrower for 8% per annum, but the going interest rate is 10% per annum for commercial loans of the same size and to borrowers with the same credit risk as the recipient of the government loan, a benefit will exist because the borrower is receiving the loan from the government on terms more advantageous than those that would have been available to it on the market. What about when a government purchases goods from a company? When does this give rise to a subsidy? Article 14d of the SCM agreement clarifies that this will not confer a benefit unless the purchase is made for more than adequate remuneration. The adequacy of the remuneration is determined by reference to prevailing market conditions for the good in question in the country of purchase. Therefore, if a government were to purchase 100 tonnes of steel from a manufacturer, for example, a benefit would be conferred if the government paid more for this shipment than the manufacturer would be able to receive if it sold the same quantity and quality of steel on the marketplace. Therefore, the Canada Aircraft dispute clarified that it is possible for a subsidy to exist even where in fact the financial contribution involves no cost to government or charge on the public account. For example, if a government provides a financial contribution in the form of a loan guarantee, it may be that the recipient of the guarantee never defaults on the loan, and so the government is never called upon to transfer any funds. Nevertheless, if the recipient of the government guarantee is able to obtain a loan it would not otherwise have received, or to obtain a loan on terms more favourable than would have been the case absent the guarantee, that recipient will have received a benefit and therefore a subsidy. In sum, if it is evident that a financial contribution exists, the second step for determining whether the financial contribution gives rise to a subsidy is to examine whether a benefit is conferred. This is determined by examining whether the financial contribution is provided to the recipient on terms more favourable than those that would have been available to it on the market. Thank you.
好，我们来看一下本期的中英文文本和重点词汇。First one, conferral. conferral 是动词 confer 的名词形式啊，它这里是双写 r 加 al 授予。Next one, the dispute Canada aircraft 这个是加拿大飞机争端，也可以翻译为加拿大飞机案。Next one, schools of thought 思想 schools 流派，因此可翻译为思想流派。Next one, by reference to 参照。OK, next one. Comparator 注意第一个字母 a 发的是大口 i 的音，第二个字母 a 发的是 comparator 指的是比较对象。OK, next one, recipient 这里指的是接受者的意思，是补贴的接受者，接受方。Next one, per annum 指的是每年，annum 是年的意思，当然它这个是拉丁语的年。per annum 每年的，年化的8%的利率年化的年利率，年化利率。Next one, the going interest rate 现行利率。Next one, credit risk 信用风险。市场主体是有信用风险的。Next one, advantageous 注意 advantage 它的名词形式发音是 advantage， 但形容词就改变了，就变成了 advantageous。第一个 a 发音就变成了 i 大口 i， 第二个 a 变成了 n advantageous， 具有优势的形容词。Next one, commercial loans of the same size 是同样规模的商业贷款。OK, next one, remuneration 指的是报酬，当然和这个单词有比较相近的一个词叫做 enumeration， 是 enumerate， enumerate 是列举枚举的意思，和这个拼写非常类似，容易搞混。那我们怎么区分呢？你想报酬那就和 rewards 类似，所以前面应该是 re 打头 re， 因为是报酬所以是 double n， 就显得多嘛，所以是 m 第一次出现 remuneration。 而枚举呢就是列举，就不是 re， 只有一个 e， 然后是 enumerate 先出现 enumeration。 Next one, prevailing market conditions 现行市场条件。 prevailing 也就等于我们刚才提到的 going。 OK, next one, country of purchase 购买国。Next one, a benefit would be conferred 这里用的是被动语态没有表达出接受、获得优惠的、获得利益的是谁，只是表达有人获得了利益。但是我们在汉语翻译的过程当中要注意把获得利益的那一方找准确，而是制造商获得了利益。Next one, cost to government 指的是政府的成本、政府的花费。 政府的费用，它就等于后面的这个词组统一替换 charge on cost to charge on the public account 公共账户的花费，公共账户费用。 Next one a loan guarantee 贷款担保。 Next one default on the loan to default on the loan default 动词指的是贷款违约，也可以说是贷款拖欠贷款。那么贷款违约当然就是还不上钱，违约那就是等于拖欠了。 Okay, next one those that would have been available to it those 指的是条件 terms 贷款条件，那么后面这个 that 是一个定语从句 that would have been available to it 可以获得的 be available to somebody 这个 it 指的是贷款者接受者， that would have been available to it 那实际上它是没有的，只是可以获得。这个条件并没有现实中这个条件并没有提供给他，而是这个条件可以给他，所以用的是这种虚拟语气 would have been 实际上又没有，所以说反过来翻译 would have been 实际上则是没有，实际上没有，但是却是可以获得这个条件。 be available to somebody 可以获得，某人可以获得。好，本期分享就是这些，我们感谢大家收看，欢迎大家关注，请大家关注，请大家点赞，我们下期再见。